Wow. Um, I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported the page. Once again, thank you. Much love and respect for those who understand what real content actually is. Now, once again, they've tried to find a way to tear down Kyrie Irving. Once again. Now, I don't know what the agenda is or the reasoning, but when someone on television who's the lead catalyst or the anchor of whatever show ESPN wants to do, Stephen A. Smith, he decides to let the world know, not on ESPN's platform, but another platform, that it's personal with Kyrie and his father. And the reason that Stephen A. believes that this is personal is so childish. It's very childish. But why don't this man come out and tell the world the truth about Kyrie Irving and his father, instead of trying to rip this man apart? Would they do it for any other nationality of player? If this was a Euro player, would they have done this to him? If this was a player from China, would they have done this to him? I have a hard time believing that that would be the case. And then you'll say, oh, well, those players will never do what Kyrie did. And why would they have a reason to? Is my point. Anything Kyrie Irving's done is speak up about an injustice that has happened. That's it. He just sent the link. And because he put a link out there, he became public enemy number one. But even before that link, ever since he was gone from Cleveland, the media decided he's the bad guy. He left LeBron. So now LeBron's media has been on his back. And ever since he's not with LeBron, even though they were cool with LeBron, the hate train for Kyrie Irving always seemed to find its way on ESPN and Fox. But why they don't tell you about his story? Why they don't tell you about what he had to endure? That's much more entertaining to me. Why don't you talk about his father? Was one of the top high school basketball players in the nation before selecting to go to Boston University, where he met Kyrie Irving's mother, Elizabeth, who was in the Standing Rock Sioux tribe when she was born. And she was adopted. Her name used to be Cynthia, but her adoptive mother named her Elizabeth. And she was an athlete, played basketball, volleyball, very active. And she went to Boston University. And his father, Diedrich, and her fell in love. And right after graduation, they got married. He was an exceptional talent. He was averaging 30 points a game for Boston University. About 29 or 28 points, if you want to be exact about it. He's averaging about 30 a game. He was a scoring machine from the point guard position. And he was taller than average point guards, and he knew how to shoot over big men. Guys in the NBA were thinking, oh, he's definitely going to get drafted. Guys looked at him and didn't take a chance on him in the late 80s. So he had an opportunity to go to Summer League, but he was looking more lucrative for him to go to across the waters, where he could go to, not what I'm talking about, Summer League. I mean, it's CBA. But it was more lucrative for him to go across the pond. And across the pond means Australia. His father goes to Australia, plays basketball for 2 years, and the wife gives birth to their first child, Asia, the daughter. He becomes the all-time leading scorer of the team. He's averaging over 30 points a game in Australia. And she has birth to the second child, which is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving goes ahead and becomes 2 before they move back to the United States. The father is going to once again try to pursue a career. Before he went to Australia, he was working at a rental car company to try to provide for his family before he, went to Australia. Diedrich was amazing because he knew how to swallow his pride to do what he had to do for his family. His family came first. Not too many people in this world could have done what he had done. People in the NBA were paying attention to what he was doing in Australia. He had tryouts, and while they're having tryouts, and doing all this thing, he's keeping his NBA dream alive. His wife was sick, mysteriously ill, and she ends up passing away from her illness at a very young age of 29 with a rare illness that happened. And because of this rare illness that took her life, Kyrie was only 4 at the time, his sister was 5. The father made a decision that he was going to raise his children, and the NBA dream was gone. So while giving up on his NBA dream, he made sure he didn't give up on his family. Why ESPN don't tell you this story? Why don't they tell you what this man had to do? Why doesn't Stephen A. tell you what he has to do? This man, while trying to provide for his son and daughter, is also putting his son in the care of people like Rod Strickland had in camps and other friends that he had that was in the league that he played against, who he respected. And they all helped with Kyrie's development, as he had an essential knack like his father and mother in athletics. He is just gifted. So as Kyrie started to develop, his father, who was taking night courses and taking classes, and he was very good in finance. He wasn't just a basketball player. He was very good with numbers and got a job as a financial broker in the Cantor Foundation and the Cantor Company. And that was located on the 100th floor of the World Trade Center. 105 was the office that they worked. Now, he transferred to another job, Reuters, while working in the World Trade Center. It's in the same building. And when he's getting ready to come in to work at Reuters, and right when he's in the lobby, getting ready to go upstairs, the first plane hit the building. Which shocked everybody downstairs. And they evacuated everybody out. So he survived. Who knows what would happen had he went to his office. So Kyrie Irving's father, he could have lost both his parents. Then where would he have been? Minutes and seconds dictated that change. And instead of ESPN telling you this story, they want to rip this man apart. They have always remained close. His father, himself, and his sister Asia. They were the tripod. They stayed united. And that man sacrificed his NBA career and his chances of getting to the NBA. So when you see Kyrie doing the thing he's doing, he's doing these things because he's someone who didn't grow up with his mother. And anything that reminds him of his mother, or something that he could learn from his mother, he wants to know about. He keeps trying to remember his mother. He was 4 years of age when he lost her. So for him, this became a journey, a personal journey with him, Kyrie. Spiritual, to try to connect with his mother and his people who knew his mother, like the tribe. He wants to be connected. He visited the Sioux tribe in 2018 and went through the naming process in, was it 2021? About 2 years ago. Because he wants to know about his mom. He wants to know where she came from. He wants to know more about his mother. You know, when you guys saw him in his last IG Live, the last IG Live he did, do you want to know what he did? In his last IG Live, he told you, I never got a chance to hug my mom after a 40-point game, a 30-point game. I never got a chance to, let her see me get my first car and drive, or her teaching me driving lessons. I never got that. I never got any of these things. He never got a chance to do it. He never got a chance to have these moments with his parents. So no matter how much money he possessed, the absence of losing his mother is there. You've seen people who've had their mother 30, 40, 50 years broken after they lost a parent. I've seen that happen. When they've had their parent for 50 plus years. Imagine not having your mother when you're 4 or, less. Some people don't have them at all. So the memory he has of his mother is blurry because he really don't have those moments. So when he look around and see other people relishing those moments with their parents, man, he feels envious. Man, I envy y'all. Like, y'all don't know what that feels like for me, because I would love to have had that moment for myself, and I can't. So all the success he had, he appreciates it, and his father being there, and that's why he celebrates so hard with his family, because that's all he has. But they don't tell you this story. Stephen A. doesn't want to talk about and the personal issue he has with Kyrie and his father, but he will not stop going on different shows saying he has a personal issue with Kyrie and his father. That's whole shit. Don't keep going around saying I'm never going to talk about it, but you keep poking at it. So it doesn't make any sense. Why would you even bring it up in the first place when it wasn't even needed or called for? I can't respect that. No man or no human being should ever respect that. So that's, everybody has their own ideologies about it. But do you want to know the reason why? He's making it like this real big thing. Years ago, they tried to protest ESPN to try to fire Stephen A. Smith. They tried to get him fired. This is why. Back when he was maliciously going after Kyrie Irving. They said This is defamation of character. And we want a cease and desist of him mentioning our names or mentioning our son's name, and everything. It's reckless journalism. And we want him to stop just mentioning the name. So he's mad about that. He's like, oh, it's personal. They tried to get me fired. That's why he's mad. So he claims. So a situation was resolved. But that was years ago. Because to fix that situation, they had Kyrie Irving come on the show. Do anybody remember that? Kyrie Irving came up there to speak. And they had an understanding for a little while. So my thing is, what happened after that, Stephen A? What happened after the fact? Because how you going to go all the way back to that when you were buddy-buddy with him on the show, talking about you really love Kyrie Irving? Why the fact they don't mention Kyrie Irving just sent like $50,000 to Ghana just so these kids can remain in shelter? These kids don't even know who Kyrie Irving is. But they were so thankful. They had a roof over their head because of Kyrie. But this man's an idiot. He's a cancer because he cares about people. He cares about his people. I don't get it. This is an American story. A true American story. Where's the Disney rights for this movie? What Kyrie had to grow up under? You don't see happening hardly anywhere. So it's very unusual to me when you see, when you hear other people rather try to equate what it means to be, like, oh, I'm going to show you what it means to be a player in the NBA today, and this is what a player should be. Everyone is different. You can't say Ja Morant is Allen Iverson. They didn't grow up the same. Their paths are different. They might have a lot of similarities, but the media wants to treat them like they're all the same. Luka Doncic is not Larry Bird just because he's white. Luka Doncic plays like Luka Doncic. Everyone's an individual. So why aren't they viewed individually? For having independent thought, an independent mind. A man who's talking about peace is the most dangerous player in the NBA, right? Why is that? And now you're getting off of Ja Morant's back that you've been on his back for the last 2 weeks. Now you want to go right back to Kyrie Irving now. It's like, okay, we're done piling on him. Let's go pile on Kyrie Irving and try to stress him out. Let's just do that. Hmm? So last year, back in March, Kyrie Irving had hired Shatella Riley Irving. That's his stepmother. His father remarried, and that's the stepmother. And they have a daughter named London, who he loves too. And he hired her to be his agent and represent him. Would you be shocked to know she is the only black female agent of any athlete in the NBA in history? Wow. Speaks volume, doesn't it? But everybody's so woke. Now, they said, well, why did he do that to represent him? That's dumb. Why? She used to work at BET. She was the vice president of ad sales for her business sense, her advocacy skills, and she became a leader, amongst her class. She graduated and moved up and kept promoting, getting promoted, and going up into the company. She had took over business meetings. She has a very powerful voice, but she has a great personality, and she's smart, very prominent. So she took that weight on her shoulders. In fact, there were so many other people watching to see how well she did it. Because if she do right, then that's going to open doors for many other black women to get a chance to get a seat at the table. So she already knows this when she comes through the door. So she's been dealing with all of this stuff with her business acumen. She knows how to balance all relationships of what's going on. She negotiated a deal with Kyrie Irving, an entertainment conglomerate that she was at with BET that opened up. And when Kyrie is ready, she has things in position that could assist him. Now, she can't speak for how Kyrie might feel at a certain time or what makes him feel the way he does. But all she does is try to navigate him from a business and personal because he's family. But believe me, she has his best interest. So, why doesn't ESPN cover this? Or Fox? Or anyone else? Some of you out there, this is probably the first time you're hearing this. Doesn't this sound like something you would be interested in listening to? Hmm? I'm just saying. The reason she's able to connect to Kyrie, and Kyrie came to her and said, I really need your business acumen. And he was like, I'm an artist and a magician on the court, but it's important to make sure that I have somebody behind me that understands the whole scope of business. That way I can just concentrate on being a basketball player. So that's the hard part, is to make sure you can trust someone to handle everything else while you handle what you're good at. His father still lives in their family house in New Jersey. Kyrie and his sister fixed it up for him, like they renovated it, but he still stays in that house to this day. So, I mean, if I was me, this is the story I want to know. This is the story I want to hear about, and I'll be baffled that I'm not getting this story on ESPN or Fox Sports. Where's a 30 for 30 on this? You know? But anyway, I'm out. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life and Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0. Jose, thank you for supporting the channel as well. Uncle Frank, thank you. HD, Walker to HD, Ticket TV. My man, Armando Black TV. You got everybody out here doing their own thing. Angela Stanton King, keep doing your thing. Queen Virginia, keep doing your thing. Damn D, do your thing. Everybody, it's room for everybody to eat at the table. Dreamers Pro, keep growing. I see where you're going, buddy. Much success to you, and I'm out. Thanking you. Oh yeah, Cash App is Carcino. And thanks for everybody who hit the like button and shared this video and subscribed. Peace and blessings.